welcome back to Super Rockin' Siblings. I'm Dana.
And I'm
And welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today it's a Saturday, so you know the rules.
Story time!
That's right, so you ready? Okay then, so let's get started. So today's story is about honesty.
Yeah.
It's really important. So once upon a time, there was a boy who was so honest and smart that everyone believes what he said. Like he said, hey, what's up? I'm sorry, my mom's sick. They believed him. Now, one day, that boy who was named Freddy, he forgot his homework. He forgot to do his homework. So when the teacher started walking around collecting the homework, she asked Freddy, okay, Fred, where's your homework? He was like, he didn't want the teacher to lower his grades. He wanted to be 100%. I don't have a third hand to do another 0. He wanted it to be 100%. So he said, my mom, she was sick. Right. She was really, really sick and I had to tend to her and I didn't have time to do my homework. I'm sorry. The teacher was like,
okay, Freddy, it's okay.
I'll give you
I
another
hope your
chance.
mother to
That's well.
Yeah.
So Freddy went home and he was like, I told a lie today.
Yeah, and my teacher will
Believe me.
So what if I do another lie?
Will it hurt me? Nah.
Nah, whatever. The lie won't hurt me.
Come on.
And he took the good one out.
Okay. So he didn't want to do his homework, so he didn't do it. When he got there, the teacher, she came to his desk. Ready? Where's your homework? He was like, I'm sorry, miss, but my mom was really, really sick and her situation's gone worse. I had to tend to her or she would have to went to the hospital. She was like, oh my god. Well, I hope her mom gets well soon. She left. Now Freddy kept repeating the lie and the lie and
And the lie, and the lie,
One
and
day,
the lie, and the lie,
one-
and the lie.
okay, stop it.
And one day, the mother told him, "Be ready, Freddy. Next
The
week,
exams
the
are
exams
next
are coming.
The
next
exams
week.
are next week.
So get studying."
Go study.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, I go.
And he
He went.
goes and write and drew.
Start drawing in the notebook instead of studying. The exams came and Freddy hadn't opened a book. So he did his exam and he gave it to the teacher. The next day the teacher graded it and gave it back. He got a 4 out of 100. Our mom would have totally finished us.
Well, in the third war, she would send us out.
She would be like, get better marks next time. We're just kidding. Our mom's the sweetest mom ever. She wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Freddy's the mom. She gave him the homework, so he went home scared now. You know why he was scared? Because the teacher told them, I want your parents or your guardians to sign your exam and get it
he did
here.
like this.
Our parents?
Sure, but I don't want to talk to them.
Now Freddy was like, Mom will finish. She'll never give me good stuff again. I know. I have a solution. He went home, but little did he know that there was another problem at his home. While there, heard his mom say, hey Freddy, I heard that this school's giving out the grades today. I'm sure you got an amazing grade. What is it? How much you get? He was like, Mom, the teacher was sick today. The teacher was sick today, and so she couldn't give us the homework. She said she'll give it to us once she get better. He was like, oh, okay, I hope she gets better soon. He went home. Now he had 2 problems. Number 1, the teacher was waiting his mom's signature. Number 2, his mom was waiting for his test that hadn't arrived yet. But thankfully, it wasn't thankfully. Well, for him, he thought thankfully. He thought, I have an idea. He went and brought a paper and an old exam which he got.
2 days, 3 days, and he's studying his mom's signature.
He's forging his mom's signature. He got an old exam which he got a good grade on and started forging this, which his mom had signed. He forged and forged and forged and
Oh,
forged
no,
until he got it just right. Of course, he didn't already do it on the sheet, of course. He did it on a piece of paper. Because, you know, he's gonna get it wrong 3 times, so he can't risk it. So, the next day, no, not 3 or 4 days. You said 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
The teacher was expecting it the next day.
Yeah.
Sorry. Never mind. Anyway, he spent the last couple of hours practicing the signature. Now, then he went to his mom, to his teacher. The teacher now, she got the paper, but she was surprised. Why did Freddie's mom sign it? Why did Mrs. Henderson sign it? It's bad grade. She hadn't even called me. Maybe she and her son are turning over a new leaf? That's bad. Usually when turning over a new leaf, it's good. What the? Never mind. Let's just go on with the lesson. Now, after a few days, he kept repeating the lie to his mom. But she was starting to get suspicious and he didn't want that. So one day, before she could ask, he said, Mom, the teacher said she's giving us our grades after a few weeks or until she gets 100% better. The mom was like, Mrs. Henderson was like, oh God, finally, I can see the great grade of my son. Like, great. Yeah. He went to his room. Now, one day, what do you know what happened? Tell him what happened.
Okay, his mom was shopping in the store and she saw his teacher. And
that was bad.
And they saw each other and 2 of them said the same word. I hope you feel better.
The same sentence, not a word. A word is
yeah.
The same sentence. I hope you get better soon. They were like, what? I'm not sick. They were like, but Freddie told me that you were sick.
No, Freddie told me that
you were sick. No, wait. He told you, but he hasn't been submitting his homework. And I thought it was because of you being sick, of course. She was like, I'm waiting for his exam marks to come. It just hadn't come yet. Why?
Because you're sick.
Because you're sick, and if you're good, why aren't you giving the kids their grades yet? She was like, no, I gave the kids their grades weeks ago. Now Mrs. Henderson was mad. Fire was coming out of her ears. Flaming fire out of Mrs. Henderson's ears.
Of course not that.
Yeah, not unreal. Anyway, she went home and searched Freddie's backpack. Now, Freddie was in the toilet, so she had to act quick before he came out. She searched and searched and searched and searched until she found a secret zipper. She opened it and it exploded in her face, filled with homework, exams, quizzes. The difference between an exam and a quiz is just a short quiz, and the exam is an exam, a long quiz that most of your semester gets graded on. Now, she was like, what are all these tests? She looked at the marks.
And she got a little something to say.
She was so shocked. None of them reached 20 over 100. Not one of them reached 20. Now she was so mad, but while she was letting out the anger by screaming into a pillow, the door opened, and through the doorway, you know who stood there?
Dad!
And Mr. Henderson holding a car transformer, which was what's wrong. And news. What did Mr. Henderson say? Hey, honey, I just came by. Now you're probably wondering why hasn't Mr. Henderson been in the first of the story? Because Mr. Henderson had a very important job, and he had to go to another town to complete every few months. Now he was coming back for a month before leaving again. So, hey hon, I came back, so good to see you. Where's Freddie? I found this awesome new toy. I wanted to give him for being such a goody boy.
But the mother said,
I'll tell you something and you'll be so proud of your little angel. Hon, do I need to call a doctor?
Or the fire department, because you are going to be on fire.
Oh my god. So, the husband sat down and the mom said, Freddie, my dear Freddie, he has been lying to me and to his teacher. And he has been telling his teacher that I was sick and that is why I can't do my homework. He can't do his homework. And he has been telling me that the teacher was sick and so she couldn't give him those grades. And now just a while ago, I ran into his teacher at the supermarket and she told me that Freddie got his marks and he got a 4 out of 100. Honey, calm down. I couldn't catch that. Can you repeat? Sorry, I let my anger get the best of me. Freddie lied to me and to his teacher. He told his teacher that I was sick and so he couldn't submit his homework. And he told me that the teacher was sick and so she couldn't give him his exams. And now I just ran into the teacher in the supermarket and she told me that she has submitted Freddie's exams weeks ago. Yeah. And he had gotten a 4 out of 100. And he has been lying to us, cheating, and right now I found a zipper in Freddie's backpack
and it bumped in my face. Homework 4 out of 100.
It hadn't reached 20. The best grade he got was a 7. Was a 7? No, 10. A 10 out of 100. Now, Mr. Henderson was shocked. Really? It can't be. Freddie, the most honest and smart boy in the world. It can't be. Why would he do that? Mrs. Henderson said, You're asking me? Oh, I want to know just as much as you do. Wait till he gets out of the bathroom, then you can talk to him. Now, Freddie, he got out and he saw his dad. Dad! He went and hugged him. But the dad, he didn't hug him back. Freddie was a little surprised, but he didn't do it. He stepped back and looked into his father's eyes. There were flames coming out. Of course, not actual flames. Like he was so angry.
Now he got to call the fire department.
Mm-hmm.
And
he was like, sit down. He was like, Freddie was sitting up. Sit down, my boy. Were you lying to your mother and your teacher?
No, of course not.
No. Then why does your mother say that you have lied to both of them? And you haven't been doing your homework and you got a 4 out of 100 on your quiz. Stand up. Why? Now Freddie was scared. He said, I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't want that to happen. I told a little lie and then I got on a roll and I'm so sorry. I deserve to be grounded. Don't let me go anywhere. Don't let me talk to my friends. Please, Dad. I've done a terrible mistake and now I realize it. I'm sorry. So what did the father say?
Okay, son, you have got your chance, but the other chance you
will.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, he didn't get his chance. You're grounded. Not allowed to leave the house.
Until 1 year. Of course, not that much.
For 3 weeks. Next time, if you repeat this, I promise you it'll be 3 months. Don't let me catch you doing that again, okay? And this toy does not belong to you. This toy belongs to someone who deserves it.
The trash.
Now, of course, he didn't throw it. He gave it to his friend who gave it to his son, which was awesome. So, what we learned from this story is that
lying is never good.
It's never the answer to our problems. It's a bad thing, and we should never, ever do it. So you guys should never ever lie because it will get you in a lot of trouble, not just with your parents, with a lot of people, and no one will trust you again.
Yeah.
Like for example, haven't you heard the story about the shepherd and the sheep?
Yeah, he lied and
until finally a real life wolf came and ate up the sheep and nobody believed him. That just may happen to you, of course not with sheep. It just may happen to you that you keep saying, my mom's sick, and you're joking. Then one day your mom will actually come sick and that'll be, you will have no one to
Never.
come to. They will think you're lying.
Yeah.
So never ever lie. Of course, we hope nothing happens to your mom or any other family member. So that is the moral of today's story. So we hope you guys liked this video. If like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications bell, stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to check out our next video about healthy and unhealthy food. And in case you were wondering what he just said, he asked if we should tell you guys about the healthy and non-healthy food. And yes, we're just gonna tell you. Don't forget to miss. I hate to be you.
Don't forget to don't miss it.
Don't forget to not miss the video because it's gonna be awesome. And stay tuned for more videos, and we will see you in our next video. Goodbye. Bye.
Bye.